Welcome back to the trail. The Rossendale Way. Yep. 45 miles over 2 days. That's the plan. Got the Kelty. Won't be camping. Got a pub room booked. We're at Clough Head, which is the official start and end. It's a circular route. So this is a visitors centre. I've been here before, quite a while ago with Jack and Tim. We did a circular route around here. Didn't go so well. It wasn't a good trail, that one. But now here we are, West Pennine Moors. Looking to make a start now. Not feeling 100%. I'm hoping that as we get going, get a bit of motivation. But weather's hit and miss, as you can see. And yeah, let's just get going. All packed up. Looking like we're doing some renovation here. Yeah, so according to the guidebook, the path should be around the side of this building. So yeah, let's get on it. Let the faffery begin. Should have put the gaiters on to begin with, to be fair. Should have known this. Oh, 15 kilos today. Not quite as much as normal because I don't have my tent with me. Still feels a little bit heavy today. I think that's just me though. Ooh. Officially started the Rossendale Way. Clough Head's technically the start, but now we're actually on the trail proper, heading west. We will cover that trail I was just talking about, the one with Tim and Jack a while ago. And yeah, don't know what it is, maybe a little pre-trip anxiety. I don't think the weather helps, although I don't mind being out in it, but I suppose the grey isn't going to exactly boost your mood like a summer's day would. But that's Britain. This is British weather. We expect nothing less. So let's just plod on. A lot of mist on the hills here. Let me just turn you around to look. Over there. Coming in and then all the way across the left on that reservoir. So yeah, I don't know what to expect. The route looks very moorlandy, there's a lot of elevation. We have 21 miles to do today to get to the Red Lion Inn, and then 22 to do tomorrow to get back to the car. So yeah, again, like I said in my last video, can't really break this trail down the way I wanted it to. Because of the accommodation problems. So the Red Lion, right bang in the middle of the route, seems to be the best bet. Hoping for a pub lunch, I think, pub tea, should I say, and a good night's sleep. Ordered the bunk beds, the room with 2 bunks, and paid for both of them, so no random strangers gonna come in and join me, which would be destroying of my soul. But anyway, we'll see what happens, eh? We'll see what happens. We're already just 5 minutes, if that, into walking. The Solomons are just letting the water straight in. I'm kind of, after the last trip, Saddleworth Moor video, you'll find it most recently on the playlists. After that, I got kind of annoyed at these boots. First of all for that, for letting the water straight in. I mean, they're not even trying to keep the water out, even with the Nick Wax that also let me down. But the fact that no matter what I step on, if it's even slightly slippy, my boot flies out from under me, which I've never had in a pair of boots before until these. So I did a video reviewing these Solomon GTX. It might be time for an updated video. Not happy with them at all now, after putting them through the paces. Very disappointed. So I will be looking at a new boot very soon. Anyway, before I step any further, the Rossendale Way. We're going to head south, hit the main road. This bit I've done with Jack and Tim. Does ring a bell. Someone's trimmed it kindly. Last time it was massively overgrown, but we are talking about a year or two ago. So right, down there, hit the road, cross over through some fields. It's misty on the moors today. Gorgeous though. It's what gives the moorland its sort of character. You can just see sort of down that valley there. It winds its way through. They're taking sunshine, but oh well, it is what it is. So we're just heading south through these fields. Quite well signposted so far. And a couple of sort of finger posts, clear directions. Most of the route has got some stone on so far, on farmers' tracks. So, all right, early days, early days. So for this route, which I already knew about, but I looked into it, got the guidebook. Jack Woods, we're going to be referring to this guy, did a quite extensive guide. Again, like most guidebooks, just key points and a description of the path, and not a fantastic map. They kind of expect you to do a bit of legwork and do the ordnance survey. But where we are now, according to this, these ruins are farm ruins. Well, we've got Close Bottom Farm, Peak Farm, and then we'll carry on up to Top Earth Knoll, where Ode Andre built a cart in his living room, apparently. Some kind of story. People used to come from miles around to see the cart he built in his living room, but couldn't get out of his living room, obviously. So, these ruins, I remember, carry on along the old path, which would have gone through these sort of village areas. As you can see, a lot of it's still standing, and more of it further on down the path. So yeah, I remember now, me, Tim and Jack did this part, and we really loved this part, the first part, which will carry us all the way around the reservoir. It was on the return part of this sort of circular route I'd planned that really got boggy, and we just gave up and walked on the road for quite a while, which was a little unnerving. But yeah, this part, looking forward to this again. This was quite good. So yeah, we've got almost no wind. Might try the drone. It's amazing how a lot of this is still standing. See how old they are. I suppose if dry stone walls carry on standing, wants to stop these. Yeah, old Henry. Old Henry. For some reason built a cart in his living room. What a guy. I don't know if that was a sort of dumb thing to do or a very smart thing to do. Got him some fair tourism. Suppose it provides some entertainment of an evening. Heading up, land starts to climb a bit here, and then we'll drop down to cross a footbridge very soon. Sun's coming out. That's answered prayer right there. Yeah, just making my way east along the sort of toes of this hill. And I do remember this from last time. So people are out boating on the reservoir. Lovely view. Blue skies are coming in. Yeah, you can see them boating down there. Nice. Bit midgy, bit buggy, bit midgy season today. Blue skies behind me. Sun in front of me. Job's a good one. So this week, if you remember, the last video I posted was Saddleworth Moor. Kind of bleak and rainy. 15-mile circular. And ooh, waterfall. So yeah, a bit bleak, a bit muddy, wasn't a bad trail, wasn't brilliant, kind of wasn't blown away by it. And then a week of work, which was good. Had a sort of good week in the workshop. And then started preparing last night, because there was nothing else I needed. Everything's in the box. I usually put it all in a box when I'm not hiking. I think I just made a few adjustments, put some other stuff in, but I was really annoyed because I got in the car, set off driving, and then realised the only thing I'd forgotten so far was my sweater. I never leave without a jumper, and I was proper annoyed. Not annoyed enough to turn back, of course not, but annoyed nonetheless. So I'm hoping it's going to be warm, I won't need it. Worst case scenario, I have my Carthay reservoir on the left, Ogden on the right, another Ogden, midges. So yeah, I've got my down jacket, I've got my waterproof jacket. I won't get cold. I doubt very much I'll get cold today, so if that's all I've forgotten, then I'll live with that. But yeah, apart from that, I did say at the beginning, 15 kilos in the Kelty, 2 litres of water, food for 2 days. I'm not expecting to need a lot of food because I'm stopping at the pub. So yeah, getting into it now. Got that initial anxiety out the way. Now we're just starting to plod through the miles to the first 5-mile mark, because we're going to quarter this route. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and then a last mile to the pub. The Red Lion Inn. Looking forward to that. And so oh, met my first person coming towards me. Oh yeah, sun is coming out. Life is good on the trail. Sunshine! Woohoo! First time I've seen it for a couple of weeks now. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that blessing. Purple heather again. Looking lovely. Looking lovely. Got some ruins coming up. The last time we went down there, well this time the Rossendale Way's heading up there, according to an old signpost here. Yeah, up we go. Morning. Are you wagging your tail at me? No, you're having a poo. Wasn't too bad that. Not as steep as I thought. The reservoirs down there, let me name them for you. Calf Hay, we passed early. Ogden in the middle. And this one, Holden Wood Reservoir. There's a pub on the corner there. Not today though. Not today. And we are heading up on Musbury Heights. It's gorgeous. Got the purple heather. We've got quite a good view. And according to the guidebook, we'll be able to see our old friend Winter Hill at some point in the trail. At the moment, turn you around, it's them bloody wind turbines again. Anyway, we're going to start heading south, Musden Head more, stay on the elevation, pick up our 5 mile point near Tor Hill. Okay, I've got so much faffery to do yet. Must have done it all. Zip that up. I do miss having these, as you can see, hip belt pouches. And as being a hiker who's also a bit of a gear nut, likes to buy new gear. I'm kind of drawn to finding myself a good pack that has these for day hiking. Although one last week, yeah, maybe I just like spending money. Don't know. And that just appeared out of nowhere. So apparently this is a restored chimney. These are the ruins of the scrubbing mills on Musbury Heights. It's been tidied up a bit for safety concerns according to the guidebook. But it was struck by lightning in 1983. Just having this, you know. Back in high school there used to be Nutrigrain bars. I always remember them. Used to give me indigestion. Fun fact. Oh, yeah. Little snack with the water. Had a little fun with the drone. Them swirling around up here. Wind's not so bad. But yeah. All good. Let's keep going. Quite impressive as you come up the hill on the path. You just see that straight away. Well cool. I like that. So just come off the trail here, and then you see that drop down in there. We're headed that way. So far, super impressed with the signage. Apart from the top of Musbury Heights, which the guidebook warns you about, there's a signpost or a finger post every step of the way. So just come through some more ruins, and now following the track down along this wall. I do suspect, I mean, look at that, glorious sunshine, answered prayer. I did pray for that this morning after last Pendle Way and Saddleworth Moor. I just like a bit of sunshine. I've said before, the rain doesn't stop me from hiking. You've just got to get out there, you've just got to get wet. But if you want to put a smile on my face, I need a sunny day. So yeah, so we're just heading down here, as you can see behind me. I'll turn you that way. We've got this wall, we're going to follow that. I suspect we might be heading in that direction. I'm just suspecting. Top of that big hill there, but I don't know. I'm not going to speculate at this stage. I just did speculate, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to over speculate. Do like I normally do, make sweeping statements, saying what I will and won't do. I'm going to take it a bit easier. We're going to stop making certain statements about things I know nothing about. So here we go. The glory. Really, pal, now what are you going to do? You're kind of stuck there. Are you going down? No, he's gone. I don't blame him. A little bit treacherous, this bit. Morning. Well, as usual, a strange encounter. So just at the point as I was rounding the corner, I had in my head kind of a Instagram post I'd weighed in on this week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just Pilgrim Hiker, easy to find. My picture is the stone cross from Ilkley Moor with my rucksack at its feet. So just as I was thinking about this post that can't remember what her site was, Nikki Walks I think, something like that. She put a post about women feeling safe on the trail as solo hikers, and it was a good post, really well written, quite long. And obviously in those situations when you're trying to say something and appeal to the people it appeals to, you always get the people who just aren't helpful at all. Bit of mansplaining. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a simp, I wouldn't call myself a feminist, but I've got a lot of sympathy and I try and understand both sides of the argument. And anyway, I weighed in saying that this other guy had commented, basically quoting, let me just negotiate this, quoting statistics about women don't get attacked as much as you think, and statistically men are more likely to blah blah blah. Not really helpful when you're in a situation and you're fearful. I liken it to statistically I'm not likely to get attacked by cows. Does that mean I'm going to be careless and reckless around them? No. Right, anyway, so if you are a solo hiker, you're a woman and you're fearful, it's not really helpful to be quoted statistics. Anyway, so I replied saying pretty much that. It wasn't really helpful, and it was actually quite a good post and helpful. But I've noticed some guys chipping in saying, well, what can we do? If we're men, we're solo hikers, is there anything we can do to help? And as I was thinking that, lo and behold, coming down the trail was a woman solo hiking. Not to this degree, but just obviously out for a morning walk. And it just occurred to me, as me and her, we're on our own. Notice she had headphones on. I don't think there's anything we can do. I know you'd like to say, well, some guys say, well, I'll get off the trail. Well, I mean, I'm like, there's literally just one trail. I can't disappear. And would it not be scarier if she saw me coming towards it and then I just vanished, crept into a little rocky alcove? That would then pop out. That wouldn't really be helpful, would it? But as I was thinking that, and she passed, and I said hello, just let her, it was a narrow path, so I let her go first and then barge through. It got me thinking, there are some universal things I would say apply to both men and women. Number one, I don't think either of us should be wearing headphones, I mean both ears, completely oblivious to the sounds. And my main reason for that, I'm negotiating this bog by the way, the main reason for that is there could be somebody crying for help, there could be somebody blowing a whistle, someone shouting, you could be walking past and you're oblivious to it. And you might not be able to help that person, and that person might end up dead. Or, heaven forbid, you find yourself searching through and you go, oh, I was on that trail, news article, and there you go. Literally at the time you passed, you missed out. So I'd hate for that to happen. If I wear headphones, I generally put them in one ear, and it's usually an audio book, so it's not banging beats, man, completely drowning out the world. Man, this is boggy. What else? Yeah, consideration. I don't think men or women should be silent on the trail. I don't think you should, you know, purposely not say hello, not pass the time of the day. I think that can be very disconcerting when someone walks past, like last week on the Saddleworth Moor. A fellow male hiker blanked me when I said hello to him. Very disconcerting. You kind of think, what's going on in that guy's head? So yeah, say hello, everybody. I don't generally engage in conversation because that can be a little bit weird unless the other person initiates. Say hello, pass along, make yourself visible to the other person. I think you should always be visible. It'd be a little bit weird if you were just walking around in camo like a ghillie-suited sniper, just vanishing at instances. Yeah, and apart from that, what else? What else can you do if you feel fearful as a solo hiker? Consider whether solo hiking is for you. If it is, you just want to overcome the fear, get out on popular trails where there's lots of people. This one isn't very popular, but I noticed from the ground sign there's a lot of footprints, boots, dog footprints, so it's obviously a well-travelled path. So nice bit of open grassland, almost nice enough to be a campsite. Just crossing over there, and it looks like we're either bypassing that hill or we're going up it. I'll tell you in a minute. Five-mile mark. Celebrate it with a pepper army. Some water. The more I think about it, the more annoyed I am at these boots. Soaked. That was just an opportunity. Came with the amount of sunshine we're getting. I'm not complaining. It's getting quite warm. I got 2 litres of water plus 1 can of Kyle juice, and I thought I best chug some now. This is a perfect water source coming off the hills there, and I thought I'll chug some now, refill the bottle, drop a couple of purification tabs in there, and I've definitely got plenty for the rest of the day. But this is a beautiful spot. The water's just running down into this valley here. But we're going to go on the opposite side now, follow it down onto the next point. Let's go. I mean, this is the trail that keeps giving. Them views, man. You can just see down there the waterfall again. We've just crossed that. It's where we gathered some water, and then over there towards the little towns and villages of the area, and on we go. See the trail snaking all the way up there. Yeah, so far very happy. If it hadn't been for these wet boots, there's no point trying to do anything about it at this stage. I just put my foot in it again, crossing the top of the falls, and boots are wet, so once they're wet, they're wet. But I know when we get to our destination, we'll have some dry clothes, some dry socks waiting for us. Nowhere near that yet though. So I took a diversion off because I remember this from the guidebook. Monument to somebody's death, but there's nothing left of it. When we get back to the room or the next break, I'll dig it out and explain to you what it was. Oh yeah, what's this? Ugh, what did I put my hand in it for? For heck's sake. Why did you just leave a mug there? Oh well. I'm not sure the diversion was worth it. Here. On we go. Corner off. Rejoin the trail this way. And I'm going to take another diversion to the edge of this sort of forbidden zone. Well, that's why it's the forbidden zone. Yep, free visitors guide gone. Smashed. Well, that was a fun trail. Just boggy, stony, and a death trap. Oh, lovely. A nice feature. What's that? Could be dead bodies in there. Fly tipping on the Rossendale Way. Ugh. Don't want to know. I love it. There's the trail. Horse poo. So someone's diverted it to there. You just see it there. up into the field. A picturesque little spot. I've come from up there. I'm going that way. Down there. So yeah, lovely. Very nice spot. Our trails have characters to them. This one can be characterised by the slippiness of the up and down paths. Not really had it this bad before. It's quite odd. But yeah, just up, down, but then slippery. Which I don't like in these boots. I might have mentioned it before. Anyway, sun's out. Look at the glory. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. And we're going down there. Ah. Well, there were two paths at Strongsby, but the path that takes you through Chatterton on the other side of the river has been boarded off. Not a lot I can do about that. So we're following the footpath that I first saw. She's going down along the river and we should cross further on when we hit the main road. Well, yeah, weird little place, Strongsby. It's a bit odd. Dodging the mud piles again. Yeah. So that was Stubbins, and I just passed a chippy. Anyway, no signpost whatsoever for the Rossendale Way. Just going off the map. Some more fly tipping up ahead. But yeah, bit weird this bit of the trail, a bit weird. But I've got concrete, I've got a decent path for a change. I'm trying to avoid sliding. I mean, look at this. Just what a joke. It's no good, that. That's the first one I've seen since Stubbins. Heading that way. Oh man, that was a steep slog. Now we're going left. Now we've crossed the motorway. Oh, heading this way, wherever this way is. Oh, ready for my lunch. What's that doing? Play the game, mate, play the game. Yeah, ready for my lunch now. Gonna hold off until the 10-mile mark. That's like halfway. That's the plan. Yeah, duck with arms. We're going that way. Should check the guidebook, but you can just see a structure up there. That's where we were, more over there to the right, where that military firing range was. So I'll check the book, see what that is later. Oh man, wanted the sunshine, but boy is it warm. Lovely though, lovely. Hopefully give my boots a chance to dry out. Oh yeah. On we go, ready for lunch. Some big fellas right there. We're heading this way. Would be pleasant if it didn't smell like a toilet. Nice. Nice. Ready for a stop. It's been all uphill, so I don't like it's getting any better. Just going to the map, we're going up them 2 hills. Yay! Lunchtime. Cheese, ham and pickle. Oh yeah, got the brew going. Alright, so we're well fed. Had the butty, had a brew, had a cereal bar. Across this road. Now heading into the second half. 11 miles left. We're heading up. And these things don't look as high as I thought when you're a bit closer. Some paragliders up there. What are they called? Yeah, paragliders. So hopefully a bit more energetic. Did actually change my socks in the end. Hope I'm not going to regret that. Yeah, so let's go. Paragliding, I guess. Yeah. Down this way now. Just left of those houses there. You just see city skyscrapers coming through. Don't know what city without looking at my map. But yeah, you can just see them poking up. Pan right. All down. Villages down there. We've come from up there, just behind the tree. Didn't get as far as that structure there. And now we're heading this way. And then we're going to turn to the northwestward and start our ascent of these 2 peaks. So, all that Bury, or Skelmersdale onwards. Weird. Well, not weird, I guess. Such a panorama. Keep moving around. You're looking almost to the coastline there. It's brilliant. Preston is on the other side of there. Paraglider friends are still going. 3 of them. There's a green one just taking off. One set down in field over there. Cool. Right, carrying on. Making swarms, man. Swarms. Flying ants. What do they do when they ain't got hiker to eat? Right. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to stop and reapply some Skin So Soft. That'll teach the little blighters. Right. Let's see how they like a bit of that. Fucking bag we're crawling with them. Feck's sake. They're like flying ants. I assume that's what they are when they jump on me. They're not biting me, they're just irritating. Anyway, still making our way around before we start our ascent. I mean, it's been slowly gaining elevation, but hopefully that's how it stays. It's a gradual climb. So there's this, and it's this first peak, and then Coplow, if I'm pronouncing it right, Coplow, is the second before we come back down. So yeah, for some reason on the route you do a circle of that peak, maybe again to help ease the climb. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, where are you? There was one there. Might have given up now. Actually standing under one is quite intimidating. I only looked up by chance at the size of that thing. Ugh. Wish I hadn't looked now. I don't do gigantic structures. Kind of intimidates me a bit. Don't know why. But yeah, when you stood under one, wow. Hey, get back to work, you slacker. All your mates are pulling the weight. What's your excuse? I'm going to be honest here. I like to be honest with you guys. I really don't like these guys. I don't like these windmill farm, wind turbine, wind farms. I really don't like being near them. This one's just massive. If you stare at it, your brain starts to leak out your ears. They're just huge. I keep thinking about what happens if they explode. There's a YouTube video of that, not mine. Shows one going booloo and it explodes. Ugh. Anyway, we have to navigate past them. That's where the path takes us. So far, it's a really nice path. Get off! Was that an ant? Did you see it? But yeah, apart from the flying ant army, clearly does not want me here. And it's been quite a nice trip up this big old hill. So yeah, once we get to Coplow, whatever, correct me below in the comments. Once we get there, we're at the 15-mile mark, so that's good. Done a few miles just slogging this way up. Anyway, on we go. Got some good elevation. See, all the way from Bury all the way around. Still see them bloody paragliders there. They've got like little sleds underneath them. I mean, I know absolutely nothing about paragliding, so well, there we go. Playing Pilgrim Bingo. It's my first fell runner. And I was having a pee. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Literally. And I was having a pee and he ran around the corner. It has increased my hatred for the fell runner. As always, just kidding. But isn't that how it works? You think you're on your own. I can just take a pee and somebody appears. Anyway, Coplow, that way. Seen a couple of people up there, so we're not alone completely. Hence why I had a pee now. But yeah, it's gone like evening. So overcast. It feels like I'm late. It's like tea time, and I'm still on the hills. Well, I'm not. It's only mid-afternoon. It has given rain for tomorrow, so this could be the rain coming in. So anyway, not to worry. So far, thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, let's see how the rest of it pans out, eh? Reservoir down there. And up over there, there's actually, it's between those two windmills there, a cross, big cross. Not on the path. Didn't know it till I'd walked past it, but I would have liked to have seen that, but not sure whether I'd have detoured. I'm here to walk the Rossendale Way, not to get sidetracked, and by the look of it, there's no real connector to this route, so I've had to double back. And with these flying ants, no. Who are you, sir? Edwin Noir. Got a little water feature under there. All's well. 1866. Harry Sager, Ward Ogden, naturalist and rambler. Harry Graven, Rossendale. He left his mark on memory's page by striving might and main, through dialect in modern age, to foster and sustain. Yeah, it's right good, that. One there, 1983. I was born in 82. 1954. Some names. Flying ants. I didn't kill any. Not intentionally. DHD, 1912 to 1990. Yeah. But this bit isn't really what I was expecting. Daft as that sounds. Thought it'd be like a grueling uphill. It hasn't been. It's been a gradual sort of corkscrew around and up. And this has sort of plateaued, and now I can see, I'm going to say Cope Hill. Cope Low. I can't. Cope, that Lancashire. Cope Low. We're passing these ruins, which I'll show you in a minute, but quite weird. I can see the trig point. I wonder why the route has us go around Cowpaw. I have to check the guidebook later. Very sharp, you bugger. That's Yorkshire, I know, but you know what I mean. Ah! Flying ants all the way. Yeah, if you do come and do this trail, flying ants, just remember that. There you go, just up there. You can just see the trig point. There's some ruins here. Let's go and investigate. Just gonna whack my bag. Get them all off there. They like my bag. Oh, it's this chap again. Oh, it's a big dragonfly. Edwin Noir and Faux Edge. Let's go and have a look. Not much left. He was a prolific Lancashire dialect writer. His stories and poems were based on people he met and the times he lived through. Themes of nature, freedom, local customs, courtship and family life. Born in Rochdale, son of a shoemaker, 1817. Anyway, I'm not going to read all of it. What's this poetry here? I've just mended the fire at Whitcob. Old saddle has brought the new shoon. Alright. That's alright, that's better. You see that one? Farewell to yon breezy mountain, farewell to flowery dell, farewell to the rambling fountain and the lonely moorland well, farewell to the streamlet purling sweetly through your silent glen. Oh, farewell, the dark-eyed darling I shall never see again. It's better than his Lancashire one. Yeah. There you go. Guy had a drinking problem apparently, came up here to sort it. Whether it's him or his friend, I didn't look. Anyway, on we go. Faux Edge. Carrying on to Cowpaw. That looks like an old fella. It's in some weather. So peaceful. Heading that way, methinks. Yeah, just peaceful. Feels like rain, maybe. Don't know, can't be sure. It just might be overcast, but it's just peaceful. Lovely. Apart from a fell runner, not seen anyone else yet. Yeah, get off. Apart from the borg, these flying ants want to assimilate me. So, oh, bit of a bog. Signpost up there. I feel there's been a massive shift in my mood and my energy since lunch. Kind of wondering if I've got this calorie thing all messed up, because I got plenty of fuel in me at lunchtime. I had the sandwich, I had some leftover chicken tikka sandwich filler in a bag, so I needed to eat today, so I munched that. And then one of them skinny whip bars, had a brew, some sugar in, and I just think, was that why this morning was so hard work? And now I feel like I've settled into my stride. I'm just happily plodding on. Changed my socks, so again, did that help? Maybe it was a combination of all of it, but maybe I am obsessing over these calories on the hikes too much, so they're just concentrating on the weight loss during the week between hikes. So that's where I'm at right now, and here you are, dragged along on this interesting journey. You'll notice as the videos go, if you start right at the beginning, things change, and it turns these videos into more of a narrative. You're on the adventure, so if you watch them in sequence, you'll probably understand a lot more than if you just dipped in and out or watched just one, or you know, picked and choose. If you watch them as a whole story, it might make a lot more sense. Things change, kit changes, my opinions change as I learn more and as I experiment, and as I learn from you guys, other hikers, other YouTubers. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. And physically, we are circling this plateau, and it looks like you could just go up that side, up there. But it doesn't seem as high now I'm up close. I keep saying that, but we're going to carry on with the Rossendale Way. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, it just circles around the base. It doesn't actually go up to the trig point. I suppose they can leave that up to you, can't they? So, okay, let's go. Spoke too soon. Circle the hill, walk through a field of cows. Could have just gone up the hill. There we go, there's our little bovine friends. Thankfully looking relatively peaceful. Well, yeah. Up this track, and then it'll start to go sort of on, reach its 11 o'clock, if you imagine, northwest, before banking round east, come round the top, and then back on ourselves. So again, I'm not sure why, really not sure why this is part of the route, but whatever, just follow the instructions. Pretty sure I just heard thunder. I hope not. I don't really want to be out in the open with thunder and lightning. Still, I only heard it once, so I think we're alright. Keeps trying to rain, bit of light drizzle, but nothing much. It's quite brighter over there, so I'm not too concerned at this point. Still making this flipping circular route around Goplo. Kaplo! Could be Klingon. Hello cows. couldn't spot them there. Anyway, circling round up to there. So yeah, I think if it does thunder and lightning, I think I will find some wall to shelter behind, so I'm not the tallest thing in the middle of an open field. Just wait it out. It would be what it will be. But yeah, alright so far. Yeah, gonna bend my walking pole at this rate. More ruins, vistas, cows. Eating some, it's eating some miles, this circular part. But if I was to do the route again, I wouldn't bother. There's nothing to see. I need to read the guidebook, find out why it's like that. But yeah, if you're doing the route, guys, I would probably recommend, if you're not hardcore mileage, then skip this. Go to the top, boost the trig point, and then go straight back down. I've literally gone a full circle. It's took quite a while, and there's not really much to see. Some more ruins, mostly covered in junk that other people have brought, and obviously there's cows. And I'm about to wet my socks if I'm not careful. I don't want to do that. Up we go. You can just see a finger post just there. I just nearly stepped in all this bog moss, not just bog. So we leave Cope behind, Cope, however you want to say it, Cowpaw behind, Kablow! We're heading east, southeast, off this sort of range of moorland and onto Cowp Moss. And hopefully the last 6 miles back to the pub and then rest. I would like to stop at the shop if I see one. I know there's one nearby. Might get some breakfast things in and plan to leave early. I can't see him serving breakfast earlier than 6. It'll be more like 7 till 9 or something like that. It's much too late. I need to be away early so I can get 23 miles done. This is took again, much like the Pendle Way. This mileage just took much longer than I thought, especially including that detour. There's the trig point. I should have just gone for the trig point. So we've basically gone all the way around and back for nothing. So it's a bit of a disappointment that, especially the amount of effort. You're not playing with me today, are you? Especially the amount of effort that went into that walk. I suspect that was supposed to be a piece of art, and it's not. I thought it was actually a monument to a crash site again. It just looked like a piece of broken plane. Anyway, pushing on now. Crag Quarry. Just did a bit of faffery, battery change, map change. Oh, yeah, really want to just crack on now. What do I need to do? I need to bash out those miles. Fucking flying ants are still going. Resilient army. So this has been entirely tracked so far. I'm hoping it stays that way up until the Pennine Bridal Way, which will then take south. Oh, kick my own stick. Which will take south for a few miles before we hit Whitworth, which is where we'll be staying, and got to do some navigating through there to get to the pub. So we're nowhere near there yet, still a long way off, and the day is winding away. Yeah, proper old quarry, great for mountain bikes, I guess. Wow, what a view. At the meeting of ways, Pennine Bridal Way, going in 3 directions: West Pennine Way, Link, Mary Townley Loop, the Lee Quarry Red Mountain Bike Trail, what's that blue one? The Rolling Boar Trail. I mean, seriously. Still enjoying that view. Some blue skies coming up, but we're going this way. We're going to join the Pennine Bridal Way. Yeah, smashing these miles, but I'm exhausted. Yeah, might have some water. I haven't had my bear snack yet. I need to fix that problem. Right, feck it, cometh the hour, cometh the Kyle. I think I need this now. And we've also got apple flavoured bear snack. Sun's out. Brilliant. Right, start with the bear. What we got here? What's this? Spider monkey. Do we have spider monkey? Can't remember. Won't know till I scan it. It's one of them Go Ape ones. Hang on, where do I put this? Put it in my pocket now. Apple flavoured, so at least I'm not going to die of sour poisoning. One brown sheep mouthing off. Ah. My apprentice at work said that I always shove things right to the back of my mouth. Never noticed before. I must do. Thank you for pointing that out, Alex. Feeling pretty good so far. I was wondering about tomorrow. Due at Tim's Bible study. 6. I know he makes a damn fine cheesecake, and that's reason enough to bash out 23 miles. That would mean getting up early, which means missing breakfast, which means I need to have a proper breakfast ready. I might definitely find that shop and then put some breakfast together, try and get out on the trail for 5. Because right now it's nearly 5 o'clock in the evening and I'm at least 3 or 4 miles away. But today has had a lot of faffery, especially that flipping cowbill. So I'll mull on it for the next few miles, think about what plan I should put into place. If I can get a big meal tonight at the pub and not get ripped off like last time, then breakfast doesn't seem as important. I can always have it on the trail. I did bring porridge and a spare evening meal of noodles. They're options. Plus there's plenty of snacks, so. And another sandwich, cheese, pickle and ham. So, yeah, the plan is coming together. I love Kyle juice. Devices being charged. Charging on the go. And if you're interested, it's a RAV power pack. Very impressed with it. I'll do a video on it, but there's not much to say about a power pack, except it's very good. You usually get 4 or 5. I've not really tested it really properly. charges out of it. Here we go again. Apocalypse signage. Looks like a weapon. I don't know. There must have been a sign on it or something. One time or another. It's getting a bit bleak now. I mean, it's been bleak all day, but also. Oh, a bit of a. Oh, in it, mate. In it. It's the Kyle. It's the Kyle juice working. Oh, in it, pal. In it, mate. Sick blood. So I'm just keeping my mind occupied. It's a bit lonely out here, except for these sheep. Not much company. Oh, and it's sick blood. That's all I know, really. What else is there? Proper banging tunes, mate. Proper banging. Anyway, Whitworth. Proper sick blood. Oh, that really hurt my back. It's a rather angry looking amount of cloud coming in. It does look hangry. Could do to be off these moors and into population, really. Get into Whitworth before it breaks. Cobbles. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Cobbled road, opening up to a city vista. Wow. And these angry clouds, I mean, what a mood. What a mood. Adventure. That's what this is about, adventure. I mean, that sky looks fuming. Well then I've just come round the corner on a cobbled path. I mean, this is meticulously cobbled. This took some effort, this. And then just opened up the whole landscape. I mean, without, again, I'm not quite sure without getting the phone out what city that is. Sorry that my geography's so terrible. But, yeah, wow. Wow. It's just the whole land's opened up. Right up to the next set of hills. Probably the Yorkshire Dales, that much I know. Northward. But, wow. Yes. Epic level of faffery. Left my bag wide open. So when I went down to take the camera shot, my brain pan came flying over. I mean, seriously, man. A couple of times I've done that today. I've not concentrated on my gear. So I just cinched everything up, buckled it, double checked that my car keys were where they were supposed to be, which is the only thing that matters ultimately. And yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, wow. Thankfully these clouds look like they're moving on. The wind's blowing that way. They're back into the teeth of it. So I'm confident I'm not going to get drenched just yet. But yeah, saw two people who were coming off that way, not coming my way. So, not alone. So this brings the end. Pennine Bridal Way carries on down there. We're breaking off this way, but bear in mind that's purely because I know the map. There is no signpost, so you'll be ready for this. Otherwise you're going a long way south. The city behind me I quickly checked, off in the distance Manchester, because we're looking due south. We got Rochdale before that, but the skyscrapers belong to Manchester. So, familiar sights. Often have to drive to Manchester to pick my wife up when she has been partaking of the booze. See a friend there. So, yeah. Past the 18-mile mark, which leaves us with 3. Hopefully, once we get off this bit of moorland, this bridal way, we can get on some road miles. Get to that shop, get some supplies, get to the pub. My prayer now is that there's no hindrance, there's no problems with the booking, and that it's just going to be a smooth transition into the room, and then a smooth... Wow, well, I mean, what am I talking about? Hopefully everything goes smoothly, and I can get my room, get cleaned up, get dressed into some dry clothes, go down to the pub, have a meal, and a good night's rest. You know, while I'm fed, consider what I'm doing tomorrow. You may ask, pilgrim, hiker, what would you do if you got there and there was no accommodation? Which has happened. Happened on Hadrian's. We arrived after 18 long miles in the rain, and the person in charge of the site who'd agreed through booking to have the bunkhouse, giving it to a busload of 20 kids, scout kids, who just rocked up. Now I get the idea, 20 kids, all that money versus 4 hikers, but we were literally stuck in the middle of nowhere, walking obviously, and unable to have, you know, it's not like we could just turn the car around because we don't have a car. So thankfully, previous place we stopped at, forgive me if I've told this story before, previous place we stopped at had, by God's providence, told us that she had no one in. I'm going to change arms because this is a heavy camera. Had no one in, and so we rang them, asked if we could come back for that night, and then we demanded that the site who'd left us out in the cold sort us out with some transport, which was the least they could do. So the woman there gratefully took us in a 4x4 back to that accommodation. Now in this situation, as I'm on my doorstep, still in Lancashire, only half an hour away from home, and I know my wife's off, I would just ring. I'd get my meal in, maybe ring and ask her to come pick me up. If not, my dad would come. If it were Julie, I might even treat her to a meal. But yeah, the trip would be over at that point. I'd just get taken to the car and then go home. Maybe think about doing a day walk to finish the other half. So there you go, answers to questions you didn't ask. We should have a right turn soon. I'm assuming down to there, these villages here. That should be Whitworth. One of them, there's 3 to pick from. Yeah, this wall maybe. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, about 3 miles left. The day is getting late, so I'm eager to press on. So I just messaged the accommodation, thanks to the wonders of technology, to warn them that I'd be there between 7 and 8, and he's messaged back straight away saying well, the kitchen closes at 8, so as soon as I arrive he'll book me a table for a meal. So no pressure. So it's 6:20 now. There's only one thing to do: bash out those miles. Skirting this quarry to get over there. Some more ruins. I ain't got time. That's a steep drop. We're just skirting the side of this valley, but it's fucking deep down there. The fence isn't doing much cop. Seriously, what a thing to be faced with. towards the end of the trail. There's a steep drop and a very narrow path here. I'm going to take it carefully. Ugh. 2 minutes that way. Just saw him poking his head over the top. Oh, Whitworth. We got there. I am cutting off a piece of the path, I don't care. Got my supplies anyway, so powering it to the pub now. Prayer answered. Accommodation for today. Ordered the double bunk bed, but I paid for both, so there ain't going to be no strangers up there. So, busy little pub. As I was walking up, the outside beer garden was just full, and they all looked at me. And it's not often someone walks up with a massive rucksack. Well, kind of felt good. Made me realise it's an adventure. What's an adventure without the tavern? So I'm going to get quickly cleaned up, get downstairs, order myself some food. Catch you in a minute. Done it again. I'm the grey man. Grey trainers, grey pants, grey shirt. I'll be remembered as the grey guy. He's not reasonably clean. Anyway, food.
We were in this place one time we went in.
Oh, I'm full. So, need to stop looking at the little screen. Red Lion Inn, Red Lion Pub, very nice, great service. Got here about 7:30, rushed upstairs, got changed as you saw, became the grey man, my alter ego. Then, back downstairs, gave me a table in the corner, rump steak burger, halloumi fries, side order of new potatoes. I'm stuffed. That should be plenty of fuel for tomorrow. So, yeah, all paid up. Gonna leave early in the morning. Told me they couldn't do breakfast until like 9 o'clock, I think he said. There's absolutely no use. Even if I wasn't rushing, I wouldn't be leaving here at like 10. So, I got plenty of snacks. I got plenty of food for tomorrow. So I'm going to get up, set the alarm early, stick to my routine, prayer, Bible reading, supplements. I'm going to have a shower tomorrow. Can't be bothered now. And try and set off for about 5 because I've looked at the map. A lot of miles to cover, 22 miles tomorrow. I thought it was 45 miles in total, but not according to my map, works out at 22. So that's not too bad, but I still want to be at the car for at least 5 in the evening. So I'm not going to be hanging around, there's going to be less faffery. Well, what can I say about today? Ups and downs, literally and figuratively. Early on, the route was very slippy, and I lost a lot of time just trying to carefully negotiate it. Booked up, we had the sunshine, and then the route itself got better. It kind of peaked after Cowpalaw and the fiasco that was. That really did annoy me, that. I wouldn't even put that on the trail. Go up to the trig point, come back down. Circle round for no reason. Then you had the yellow brick road of Pendle. I'm losing it. the Pennine Bridal Way. That was brilliant. The moody clouds, the vista of the city right in front of you in Manchester. Brilliant. Snapping pictures left and right. So, day one, pretty good. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I really do want to make that Bible study. So that's going to be my priority. What I was going to say, boots annoyed me, as you noticed. And that's about it. I'm starting to lose the plot now because I really want to get to bed. Anyway, that's me done. I'm going to tidy up in here. I'm going to get in that bottom bunk. I really am looking forward to it. The other rooms look really nice, and there's nobody in them. So clearly I'm the only person stopping here today, but the pub's heaving downstairs. It's quite busy. So yeah, what else can I say? Shower in the morning, breakfast, get out, 5 o'clock. Job's a good one. Right, anyway guys, I will see you on the trail tomorrow. Well, good morning. Day 2 of the, what are we on? Can't remember. The Rossendale Way. Slept a bit tossed and turned last night. I don't know why. Maybe just my body was trying to relax. But yeah, I'd say I slept well as far as the accommodation is concerned. Obviously being above a pub, it's a bit rowdy. But didn't seem to stop me falling asleep. I just kept waking up, tossing and turning. So I've had a brew, packed all the gear up. And I'm going to head out soon. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. Let me just check. Yeah, it's 10 past 4 in the morning. It's dark outside, it's raining, which I already knew because the weather report had given rain. It's supposed to be sort of showery rain with sunny intervals, so I don't think it should be too bad. I was tempted to cut a big chunk of the route out. I know. Tempted, but I'm not going to. Literally, you could go from here just east for maybe a mile and pick up the route and cut 3 to 4 miles off because we're going to go down and then straight back up. But no, we're getting up early. It's 4 o'clock. It should give us plenty of time to bash the miles out. So anyway, I'm going to finish here. I'm going to find my way out of the pub, get back on the trail, and then bring you back for that. Oh well, I'm trussed up and ready for the rain. We're spooky. Very trusting. Unlock. Suppose you can't really see anything. I've left the pub now. Just making my way down the road. So it's about, hang on. It's about 4:45 in the morning. This is my normal routine because I've been walking the dog by now. Sorry for the bad lighting. But, yeah, making my way through Whitworth now. I got all dressed up for the rain and it's not even raining. I thought it was when I stuck my head out the window. But yeah, on we go. Not worn a headlamp in a long while. It's pretty much pitch black. You see, a little bit bright. The river raging below there. That's pretty much all I can see at the minute. If you can see me, sorry. Just past a dog walker. Why would you walk down here? It's pitch black. No torch, no nothing. Anyway, navigating entirely by the map now. On the right track. Well, dawn's coming, but quite eerie being out here. You can just see me now. Yeah, beautiful. Whole village, all that town area, that whole landscape from yesterday. Just lit up. Beautiful. Yeah. What a good morning. Still got my lamp on my head. Yeah, dawn's just starting. But yeah, that view. Beautiful. Mist. You might not be able to see it, but there's mist on the hills there. Low-lying cloud. It's not started raining yet. But yeah. Nice. Now heading up. So I'm going to give a big shout out to early morning clog throat. Big shout out to the Red Lion pub. Could not have asked for a better accommodation. The room was dead cheap. I think they only charged me 50 for that bunk room. Fresh bed linen, everything, shower, it was en suite, shower, toilet. Paul, the manager there, bent over backwards just to accommodate me. So I got there about 7:30, as you know from yesterday's footage. I was greeted straight away. They recognised me obviously because I've got a backpack on. Waitress was lovely. Got me straight to my room, sorted out the keys and everything, and then got a table for me. Quick with my order, quick with my drinks, and the food was delicious. It was really good. Rump steak burger, fantastic. Like I said, it would have been a good night's sleep. That was more me, nothing to do with the accommodation. But yeah, took a tenner off the bill because I didn't have breakfast. Couldn't serve it till 9 o'clock. And they warned me that that was the case. Brilliant. Meant that I could make plans. So yeah, and to have that taken off the bill, fantastic. Anyway, big shout out. If you're ever in the area, go and have a pint. But yeah, that's the kind of perfect bit of accommodation you need at the end of a long walk. Steadily climbing up now. You can see the hills in the background. Low-lying cloud here, all over the tops. So brilliant, and we got some daylight now. Furry cows. Oh dear. Oh, whoa! Just powered up that slope with both sticks. Really is the way to go. And we are on the top of. Hang on, bear with me. Brown Wardle Hill. The Rossendale Way just goes straight up it to the summit. There was a track that went a bit less of an incline, but circuitous. I didn't want to do that. Wasn't that much of an achievement. Once you got the two poles in, you can use them as handrails basically. Right, I love the mist. Low-lying clouds are just covering the top of the hill, as you can see. Looks like the whole hillside's on fire. Well, yeah, cool. Let's press on. Oh, the steam, well, the clouds coming off the city there. That's steam. What am I talking about? Yeah, well, cool. That was a lovely cairn. Just checking my camera's not steamed up. This looks a bit weird. Give it a wipe. Yeah, is that better? Yeah. I'm going to stop now. Just have 10 minutes to fuel up a bit before we make a descent and then back up to the next hill. Yeah. Time for that second ham and stepping on my food. Ham, cheese, pickle, ciabatta. It's either that or the peri-peri chicken wrap, and I'm not a bit too early for peri-peri chicken. Some good eating. It's a day old. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'm finding I'm not stocking enough water. I made the mistake of buying a pack of, I think, 8 or 6 2-litre bottles water, and they're no good. You don't want 4 litres in your bag. 3's enough, so I'm going to have to buy some 1.5s so I can just carry 2 1.5 litre bottles. Surprised I've not seen a fell runner yet. Very peaceful, very little wind up here. And it's quite warm and muggy. There's a weather report for today. Hopefully once I've had this and we power on to the next hill, that's the 5-mile mark already. So we're making good time. Let's try and keep the faffery to a minimum. Just weird. Disembodied moos and bars. Spooky! Yeah. So we have come from the top of there all the way down. And you can't see it, but I've scrambled up here. Wasn't as bad as I thought. The 2 sticks is the way forward. But oh wow. Wow. Getting a workout this morning. Pretty impressive though. Look at all that. It's looking good. It's looking good. Manchester Way off there now, you can see it. Right, let's press on. The morning is still young. Someone else walking the Rossendale Way. Right, top of Hades Hill. I don't know why it's called that, but right next to this old quarry. Warning, sudden drop. And what's going on over there? It's far off in the distance. Can't even see what that is. Anyway, yeah, you can see, oh, beautiful landscape again. Manchester there. That's the 2 hills we've just crossed. Brilliant. Anyway, on we go. Down that way, down to a farm, and then a long straight stretch. Past the 5 mile mark now. I'm making good time, so it's all good. So right over there, little pointy thing sticking out. That is the Studley Monument, and if you've seen my Todmorden video, sorry, sticks were falling. If you've seen my Todmorden circular walk, we reached that monument. So down there is Todmorden. Old friend, eh? Old friend. But we're heading that way, away from it. First I thought it was Jubilee Tower for some strange, bizarre reason. You know my geography's not brilliant. So I quickly googled it, and yeah, it's Todmorden. Didn't realise the area was so close, but yeah. All on my backyard. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. I'm kind of liking the 2-stick method. You can bash out the miles doing this. I always frowned upon people who did it. There's a noticeable loss of speed when you don't, especially on this dodgy terrain, which I've got for quite a while, heading up that way. So I'm just going to power my way through and then have a break at the end. Wind turbines again. Turbines to the left of me. Turbines to the right. I know that's left and right. I'm just work with me. Work with me. Yeah, let's go. Anyway, before I sign off, to make myself feel better, because my shoes are thoroughly soaked again, I went online quick and just decided which boots I'm going to buy. I want waterproof boots. It's the 21st century. I shouldn't have wet feet. So I'm going to buy them as soon as I get home. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Powering on. Let's get ready to rumble. What on earth is that doing here? That's a bit weird. Anyway, RW, that way. Heading down there. More of them. I mean, look at. Still haven't got over how big they are. I'm not quite sure what that tape recorder's about. Kind of freaky. Yeah, let's push on. Heading more that direction now. So, motoring on. Motoring on. Time for a break in the shadow of the behemoth. Let's get some calories. We did a good old yomp there, but gotta keep topping up the calories, you see. Plus, it's like the first bit of drag. Oh no, no! They're coming. They're coming. I've got the attention of the cows. Jeez. Turn you around. I'm not opening the gates, guys. Hey, yeah. All right. Just having a nosy, aren't you? Yeah. Sorry guys, got nothing for you. Ladies. Granny's choice. Assorted bites. A bit of flapjack, a bit of brownie. Very nice. That just started. That's not a nice sound. Just pooed my pants. Good bite though. Oh, stop now. I don't like them. So the path actually follows the wall, according to the map, right next to the windmills. I'm going to call them windmills. These wind turbines. But number one, I have no intention of going anywhere near those turbines. Number two, there's a perfectly good track road that will carry you all the way to the top where it intersects with the Rossendale Way. And it's only a few feet. You can see the wall there. What? A few hundred yards. It's not like you're cutting a massive chunk of the route out, so I would expect anyone doing this trail would jump on this track, get a bit of pace on, get some miles under the belt. So yeah, feel a bit better, feeling quite good, got plenty of energy, and we're heading towards the 10-mile mark, and hopefully this track will beat a lot of it. So yeah, the mist is still on the hills. Making good time so far, and thankfully answered prayer, the rain is holding off for now. Yeah. Note to self, if something seems like a dumb idea, it's a dumb idea. I put the camera on the fence post and it fell off onto rocks. Completely shut off. I had a panic attack. Anyway, it just dislodged the battery, so... Anyway, what I started saying was, apart from this morning, Healy Dell, just coming out of Whitworth, and then circling round to come up onto them two hills, and we're scrambling up. It's been pretty uneventful since. We're not far off the 10-mile mark, and it's just tracks and fields, and even the views are a bit farmy, a bit industrial. Meh. That's about it. I've got nothing more to say. Not much video either, just because there's not much to see yet. So hopefully when we start to, well, if you imagine on the map, if you're looking at it in a circle, we're at like 2 o'clock, and we're heading all the way around to 11 to end. So maybe around about the 12, right at the northernmost part of the circle, we might start seeing stuff again. But in the meantime, it does mean I can really motor on and cover the miles. But sorry for you guys, not much to see. The route's not very well signposted. I think you still need to be savvy with the map, but it does kind of feel that this bit has been tagged on the end just to get those hills in. I mean, the hills this morning, they were really worth it. I did enjoy those. So yeah, anyway, they're my thoughts. Just come through a farm, held farm, nice people, just let me through. And apart from that, I'm enjoying it. You know, we had that shaky start yesterday morning. I I think again, maybe it was the calories. Maybe I just need to balance it out. But again, we started this morning, can't keep just saying again. This morning we've come off the back of a great meal last night. It really was full of calories and protein. Really delicious. So woke up with that. And then a couple of hours in we stopped. I had that sandwich, which is like a late breakfast. And then we're just nibbling away through Granny's bites. Go Granny. She got lots of bites. So we're a bit chock full of energy. Still plenty in the bag. A little bit concerned about water. Because I literally only have 2 litres. Didn't think yesterday to buy some more. Silly boy. So anyway, you're up to date now. Time to plod on. What time is it, I wonder? 20 to 10. 20 minutes to 10. So we're making good time so far. Right to mosey. Granny's bits. Maybe I spoke too soon. Some more of these house ruins. Oh well. Nice. Who's this though? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. $10 mark. Lunch. Then maybe hit it as hard as I can again. See if we can get to 15 quick as we can. Got to see the horsey strokes his nose. Yep. So now we're heading sort of due west, in and out of farm tracks and farm fields. Again, I repeat myself, there really isn't that much so far since the early hours of this morning. This is it, and especially that there, the farmland. That's pretty much all we're seeing, which is a bit of a shame because the trail so far was unique. It had its own character, and there were things to talk about, things to think about. But this up now, it's just plodding. We just got some plodding to do. So maybe it might pick up, but I suspect it won't because I've done a little bit of the top part where we started yesterday, and that was pretty much the same. So anyway, we won't rule out, we won't make sweeping statements, we'll just be open to what the trail has to offer. But I always find it slightly disappointing. It's when I'm doing my small circular routes, these are the kind of things I avoid. You know, I'll take a main road rather than farm tracks and farmland, fields, just for the psychological benefit of covering the miles to maybe get to the more interesting things. So either way, I'm open to the possibility that things will improve before we get back to the car. Obviously, because I've been going through many fields of cows, I've levelled up my cow experience. So now I'm getting faced with these things. Look at the size of the horns. Look, they're friendly. Rossendale Way, that way. So I've come to the conclusion my morale is tanking with these farms. I do have a hill coming up, hopefully. A bit close to the camera, sorry. It's lopsided. Where are we at now? That was some trudgery, that. I don't think I'm even there. I'm not even at Whitewell Brook. Some trudgery. So I've come to the decision I'm going to make a brew with what water I've got left. It's also a point of concern. So let's do that. Oh, my brew. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, morale's low. This is just one trudge after another, one field after another. High grass, wet. The rain falls spattery but persistent, excuse me. And yeah, slow going compared to this morning. It's a shame. But I'm not worried about the time. I think we've still got plenty of time. So sometimes that's just the way the trail goes. You just got to use all the tools in the hiker's toolbox, I guess. Have a brew, drink loads, remember to get more water. Yeah, it's what it is. With any luck, once we hit this hill we're going to tackle in a minute, heading west, that'll break the back of it, because beyond that's the 15-mile mark, which means 6 or 7 left after that. And I am tempted, if the opportunity comes to cut out some more farmland, I will. I haven't had the opportunity yet. The map hasn't allowed me to, but the first chance to do, I will be cutting some of these chunks out because they're just pointless. I'd recommend, like I said yesterday, I'd recommend you do the same if you were willing to do this trail. I'd sit down with a pen, and whenever you see it go through a farmer's field, just sack it off. Because the good stuff is obvious on the map, and the not so good stuff is the farmer's field. So anyway, that's just my advice. Maybe you're a hardcore walker and you want to walk every single mile of the route, that's fine. Do you. I used to be like that, but it's sort of changed my opinion now. I think if the opportunity comes to cut out an irrelevant piece for the sake of enjoying the rest of the trail, I'd be willing to do it from now on. In the past I've done it where I've cut out like the best bit by mistake, but that was because the weather was bad. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to finish this brew and then make out what? And then push on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push on. Why does this guy look like he's pulled the biggest practical joke on us ever? I'm not actually replacing his steelwork. We're just being dicks. Actual trail. Actual footpath trail, not farmland. Whew. Ah, this is the hill I was telling you about. Let's get the map. Let's get the sound map. I'm dropping the camera and get slower. So we just passed Clough Bottom Reservoir and a stick goes. Oh no, it stopped. Clough Bottom Reservoir. Now we're heading north on the RW up to the next track, and then we're going to take a west right across the top of the hills. Doesn't look too bad. Mountain biker just came past, 2 of them. That should take us all the way to the 15-mile mark. Coffee's doing its job. Oh, that God gave us coffee beans in Kyle energy drink. Oh, I could go for some Kyle energy drink right now. Anyway, you're getting a bit wet. Thankfully, waterproof camera. Up we go. 2 sticks all the way. And nothing else to say. Still laughing about that picture. We ain't replacing your pylons. Repaired 1996, re-erected 1902. That's what I'm talking about. It's the trail I'm talking about. At first I thought that was Winter Hill. You have the masts, you have everything, but then you've got that golf ball listening post. So it's not, it's just the same setup, I guess. And I suppose you do, don't you? If you've got a long range communications mast, you'd have all the gump with it. I'd really like to go up it, but it's not on the route. I don't think it is. Anyway, not today, definitely not today. The weather's been funny. I mean, I'm happy with it. Obviously it's still spitting, but when the breeze dies down you realise how warm it is. It's only the breeze keeping it reasonably cool. That's why I've not got my coat on. I mean, I kept taking it off, putting it on, but it becomes a royal pain in the end. Still no sign of a water source. Water! But we're alright for now. Should be fine. I'm in the change now. It's warm, there's a few spits of rain, but on the whole, it's quite warm and balmy. Barmy! And we've just bashed out some miles on good terrain. Well, when I say good, difficult, boggy, stony, but this two-stick technique, alpine walking, as I remember before, is the way forward. And I know you're probably sat at home thinking, obviously. But for me, it's all learning. This year I've actually managed to, that's two sort of semi-long distance, you can't really call them long distance, medium distance walks. Got Hadrian's Wall coming up, so up until then it's all been circular walks, day hikes, and not really much of a chance to really put stuff to the test and put it through the ringer. Like these boots, I really thought these boots were alright, but now they're just sponges for moisture, and I really do need to do more research and get these boots that I was looking at, and then we'll get back and we'll try them. We'll put them to the test and do something like this and see what happens. Winter's coming, so, and if they work out, you guys will be for the first to know. So it's all learning for me, it's all part of it, it's part of the adventure. Like video games, gamer reference coming up. You level your character up, don't you? You play it enough, you level up the character, you get new kit, the kit that helps you play the game better. So it's real life though, it's not just on a video game where it doesn't really matter. This matters, this builds character, this builds endurance, this builds resilience. You know, some people do ask why solo hike and why even bother coming out. You could just stay in your house and sit on your ass. But this is the kind of stuff that does change you, it does transform you. Anyone who does sort of adventure sports or outdoorsy stuff or takes a few risks in life, you kind of think, yeah, it changes you. And I always think, in the Christian life, yeah, you knew it was coming, it's the pilgrim hiker, by the way. In the Christian life, it's the same thing. We move through life as pilgrims. We're always stretching and challenging ourselves to be better. Not because it earns forgiveness, but because we've already been forgiven. And in a life where you are forgiven freely as a gift, you kind of want to show that gratitude back and live differently because of it. So doing things like that, this, even now, builds endurance. Paul said, I don't even know where it was, but my editor will put it down here below, he beats his body into submission, basically saying he trains himself like a fighter, boxing, beating himself, pushing himself, stretching, getting uncomfortable to run the race better, to fight the good fight. And in the Christian life, it's doing war against all the things that don't matter, all the things that drag you down. So that's one of the reasons I'm out here. Yeah, sun shining, I can see Studley Pike, Studley Monument, I can see Manchester way off in the distance. Let me turn you around. All the way over there. So yeah, stay at home, sit on your ass if you want, but you'll never be stretched, you'll never be challenged, you'll never beat yourself into submission, you'll never grow or stretch, become better. That is my motivational speech for today. It's free, don't worry about it, you're welcome. Well, that was Love Clough, and as usual, no shops. Would have had to have detoured south for quite a while just to find one. So, someone was emptying their bins, and I collared them and asked if they wouldn't mind filling my water bottle, to which they replied yes, they will do it. So, 2 litres in the bag, and we are now pushing on past the 15-mile mark, making good time. Kindness of strangers, peace be upon that house. Just see a little animal right there. I don't know what it is. It's just looking at me. It's only got little ears. Might be a cat, to be fair. Yeah, it's a cat. Just a cat. Anyway, following this up to the wall to divert around a wow, it's a bit deep. Country house, manor, whatever you want to call it. Rich person's abode. Big yellow thing in the middle of the field. Anyway, I can just see the gate up there. Denby! Denby, look out! Oh, it's a hideous thing. Kind of thing that give Denby nightmares. In the middle of the field. Feet are getting wet again. Can see that better now. Not quite as impressive as Winter Hill. Well, golf ball, radio, listening thing. Some smaller masts. Still would have liked to have gone up there. I suspect there's some people right behind me. I saw them before. So yeah. Anyway, carrying on down there. Glad that water is in my bag. Gives me peace of mind. I'm not going to be afraid to say it. I'm going to admit it to you guys. Got some serious nipple chafe. No, you didn't want to hear it, but it's just better that we're honest with each other. The humble pork pie. Just heading that way, and then somewhere over there. Sorry, that way. Over there, back to the car. He just came charging at me, not in a nasty way, but got excited, I think. Anyway, we're heading down here. You just watch my back. Proper came at me. Well, no, yeah, definitely not nasty, he was just excited. There's a beacon over there. Can't see it now. Where it's gone here? Just over there. How bizarre. There's 3 little mares. Gorgeous. Gorgeous animals. That stuff's like drinking Witcher potions. Gamer reference. No, it's going to get me the next 4 miles. That clock's ticking. Don't think they're going to be an easy 4 as well. But juiced up. That's still added at least like plus 20 to my walking skill. It's my time till it's temporary effect. Anyway, another random village and or town that I don't know the name of because I couldn't be bothered checking. But they have a shop. That's all I care about. Oh, you're gorgeous. Your snotty nose, mate. Snotty nose. Oh, I'm feeling the power, man. Feeling the Kyle. Amazing how good that stuff is. Feeling energized. Oh. Anyway, 3 and a bit miles, but the clock is ticking. There's been faffery, there's been the stroking of animals, so we just need to bash this out, bash these miles out. So, home stretch now. We're going to go south around the base of 13 Stone Hill, then cut across to a stretch of moorland, Haslingden Moor. That's the word I forgot for a minute there. And then we're going to follow the feet of these 2 sort of, what do you call it, hills, all the way back to Clough Head and the car. So yeah, still about 3 miles, and then we're there. And a half-hour drive back. I'll just be glad to be in that car, tell you that. Get these shoes off. Well, these boots are officially retired. I'm going for dog walking duties. Can't be doing this again. I think most of the problems I've been having with this trip have been boot related. So, number 1 super duper priority now is to get waterproof leather boots. I'm not doing this again. They're absolutely sodden. It's made the walking miserable, and I'm in pain that I wouldn't normally have, and I know I don't normally have this kind of pain. It's because my feet are wet. So yeah, here we go. Power of the cow. Oh, buzzing, buzzing, mate. Power of the cow right now. "13 Stones Hill." Sorry, I just heard some shouting. Must be a game on. Anyway, 13 Stones Hill. We're still making our way around it as fast as we can. And then Haslingden Moor, Clough Head, home. Yeah. Yeah. Just stop for a breather. Feet are throbbing. All my hard work, all my gains, gone thanks to a pair of soggy boots. They're retired. I'm done. Retired them boots. Time to move on. New brand, new manufacturer. It's like breaking up with a girlfriend. Thought maybe you had something, maybe you've been going out 6 weeks. It was all looking rosy and right, and then she did something. She let you down, and you're like, no, you see the future laid out before you. No, this is end it now. I'm ending it now. Sorry, Solomon. It's over. It's not you, it's me. Well, it's not me, it's you. People have used leather boots for years. I'm saying that, leather boots might be rubbish. Who knows? I can carry on. Well, that's not getting us anywhere nearer the car. Come on, Kyle. Oh, I'm buzzing. Proper sick blood. I think even Kyle's struggling to motivate me today. It's doing alright. It's there in the background. It's the background. The energy's there. Getting them 2 sticks going. Yeah, right, come on. No point moping. Let's mosey. Proper buzzing, man. So all this bit's bringing back a few memories from when me, Tim and Jack walked this area. It was a bit of a disaster back then. Muddy and boggy, and it's not changed. So, if at any point I can pick up the road instead, I might do. It's not going to change. The bog. Sheep is. I really don't remember this quarry. It's not like it was dug out yesterday. But my point is, if you can just see here, just up there, you see the chimney stack where I sent the drone up. Can you believe it? So we've done all this range here. Gone all the way up there and then carried on round there. Then when you take a step back and you realise the achievement, this kind of makes it all worthwhile. His white face. That endurance I was saying before, building character, building trial, even with the boots, I've pushed on and I've pushed myself, so. Is there a better feeling? Yeah, there's plenty of better feelings, to be fair. But, was it worth it? Yeah, definitely. So, we're a mile or so, maybe 2, back to the car. But within grasp now. Within reach. Yeah. Right, let's do this. I'm getting thoroughly wet now, and I don't care. I remember the quarry now. I remember looking at it from here. I remember looking at that. So yeah, of course it's been here a while. What am I saying? Anyway, on we go. Down here. Getting a bit wet. The rain is here to stay by the look of it. Well, Rossendale Way, you're a beast. That's all I can say. You're a beast. One last ruin. One last hurrah. Oh man. So this is literally the last stretch before the turning back to Clough Head, where we began. So as soon as we reach the gate at the end of here, let's check, we'll walk the full circle. Nearly. That is it. We're back where we started. Circular route down there to Clough Head, down there. What a beast. The journey is not over until I'm sat in that car. Most accidents happen coming down the mountain, so now's not the time to relax, but yeah, done. Boosh. Just see the top of the chimney stack poking up there. Seems like an age ago. Back down, Clough Head, jump on the road, up to the car. Let's do this. Last push. Just as closed as it was yesterday. Must not be opening ever again. Maybe the shop shuts earlier. No ice creams though. Nearly there. Ah, the car's still there. Thank God. Boosh. Oh, man alive. 5:15. We set off, what was it, 4:45? I got 4:45 this morning, in the dark, with the headlamp on. 12.5 hours later, 22 miles. I noticed that wasn't quite the 45 they made out. But oh man, gives me just enough time to get to the Bible study. That's worked out perfectly. Well guys, what can I say? Hope you enjoyed this video. What a beast. I'm not going to repeat myself. Positives, we'll do the negatives first. The boots, waste of time. Wet boots have put a dampener on the whole thing, and it's all I can say about that. The trail itself, unique and interesting on the first day, and just not very good on the second day. The second half of it, yeah, minor moments, but nothing ever got close to the enjoyment of day one. The Red Lion pub excelled itself. Great accommodation. I will be leaving a review on Facebook. Positives again, the sticks, learning, yeah, humble myself and be willing to use the 2 sticks. And I had another one, come on. Completely escaped me. Sorry guys, my brain is fried. Anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to get home. I'm going to stop tapping this door. And I will see you next time on the trail.